talking about Pretty Little Liars, and we're talking about Aria and Ezra's relationship. This was insane. I remember watching this and thinking this was normal. So in the beginning, we see Aria meet Ezra in a bar, and we're assuming, he met her in a bar, like a barish restaurant, that's probably why, he didn't know her age, he didn't know that. Well, then we get further into the seasons, and we understand that, for one, in the first episode, we see that he realizes that he is her English teacher, and we think, oh, well, he didn't know beforehand. Further into the thing, we find out that Ezra knew all along the age that she was. And that is even insane, because I think the Pretty Little Liars were supposed to be like 15, 16. And the fact that he knew and he kind of preyed upon that was literally, he was grooming her. Like, he was grooming her. And I think that it's crazy that at the time, like, we didn't even bat our eyelashes about this. Like, we were not even thinking, like, whoa, this is like a super inappropriate relationship, like her and Ezra. And the fact that, like, she was so codependent on Ezra, like, even in the seasons, we see that she's still, like, currently am I on season 6? I literally hadn't finished Pretty Little Liars. I think I seen like a little bit tidbits of the last episode, but I've been watching season 6. And she's still, even after they were broken up, she's still trying to go to him for comfort. And she was just, but she in the show was a young girl. And I feel like it was very preyed upon. He was a predator. Like, I feel like we treated it like it was a normal relationship. And somehow we kind of like, we got past that. Like, he wasn't her teacher anymore. So it was okay with the relationship. That's why he didn't get in legal trouble. I feel like in the book, it was more, I've heard that it was more touched upon at him being more of a predator, him being more creepy, because, like, what are we even doing here? Like, why are we, they were meeting up, like, even after he knew, and he was secretly behind her back, like, writing about her and her friends and the things they were going through, and we literally thought he was A for a while, too. Like, let's not forget that. We thought he was A because of the things that he was doing and behind her back, and he knew all along how old she was, which was even creepier. Let's just talk about that. And let's talk about the fact that, like, when they first got together, I remember her, because I think his ex-girlfriend, like, worked at the college. Yeah, his ex-girlfriend worked at the college, and they weren't sure the relationship was going to work out. And the fact that they kept letting the relationship go on was crazy in Pretty Little Liars. I mean, of course, it is a fictional story, but at 12, I was watching that like, oh, this is so cool. Like, no, it was not. It was not appropriate. And I just think that that's crazy in that time period that we didn't even, like, it wasn't something that was really discussed that I remember in my family discussing, like, hey, that show we just watched, like, that wasn't an inappropriate relationship. But yeah, we get into it more, and I've heard in the books he is more treated as more a creep, like a predator, because that's basically, like, he knew her age, he knew a lot about her, he used that to kind of, like, worm his way into her life, and then all of a sudden the relationship was real. Like, you're a grown man, and you're prying upon a 16, 15-year-old girl. Like, that is weird to me. And as I've gotten older, like, he definitely knew what he was doing, and I think that is crazy that he even let it go on. In the books, I guess he does get in legal trouble, and maybe I'll do another video about, like, versus their relationship versus the book. And I guess it wasn't as normalized in the book as it was in the TV show, Pretty Little Liars. Like, I just remember thinking that it was okay. Like, in the beginning, we really had we want to say, like, you could see they were hiding behind everybody's back, that it wasn't okay. But he knew, which was crazy. He knew her age. He knew that she went to that school, and he wanted that for a beneficial reason. Like, Ezra was a groomer, and he definitely was a predator, and it is wild that, like, we never discussed that. Like, that's just crazy to me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the first episode of Commentary and Coffee with Hayley. I do have coffee. It is right here. Send me some topics that you want me to deep dive on, or that you think would be cool to see some commentary on. Yeah.